Good afternoon. We are going to do our DIY flood and drain table. It's about 2 foot by 3 foot. Here's all of the items that you need as far as supplies go. First, you need a heavy-duty tote with a lid. This one's 17 gallons. Timer. Small pump, larger pump that pumps at 400 gallons per hour. We need a tray, and this is a concrete mixing tray. It could be a small tote, but this seems to be one of the better ways of doing this. We have our Growpito microbes. We need fertilizer. And we have our bulkhead fittings. One of the things that I would like to do is drill more holes in the bottom of my containers so that the more water can seep in from the bottom on these pots. I was able to drill through all the pots, so they all should have holes in them. Work good. In order to get the tray to sit on the tote level, we're going to use 4 2x4 blocks, just scrap wood that I had sitting around. And this will sit on here level. And we will put 2 holes right here for the bulkheads to go down into the tote. I used a hole saw and went all the way through the tray and the lid of my tote. You can see that there's 3 holes in here, and this one is to let the cords up through. Now that I got the 3 holes in the lid, I'm going to attach the blocks on top of the lid so they're permanently on there. Next, I'm going to grab out my pump, and it has different fittings in there for different size hoses. We want the 3/4 inch nipple, and just screw that into the top of the pump. Next, I'm going to mess around with my 3/4 inch tubing. I need it to go down on the pump and up through this hole and be the right length for our bulkhead fitting. The return hose doesn't need to be as long, and it just needs to go on the end of this bulkhead fitting the opposite of the pump. Now, I don't put any clamps on my hose down in my bulkhead fittings, just in case I need to take it off. Right now it's pulling up on the pump, and it's sitting on the 2x4s, and if I pull up the whole lid, I'll pull up the pump and the lid and everything. Next is the circulation pump. It's going to run 24/7 to keep the fertilizer and the microbes in suspension. As you can see how small it is, it's just a tiny pump, one of the smallest ones that you can buy on Amazon. And here's what the finished product looks like. Got your pots sitting in your concrete tray, sitting on the top of your tote. It's balanced on all 4 corners with 2x4 blocks adhered to the lid, and the solution is in the tote with a little pump pumping the solution around 24/7, and the second one, our main pump that's pumped to our tray, will be run on a timer. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we'll have to measure it to see how fast it fills the tray and how fast it empties.